What is up, guys? Chris here, the Unprofessional Dad, and I'm back with another knife video. Last night, I got an email from someone, and they wanted to know what my opinion about some really good, well, what I thought would be really good options for lightweight EDC knives. They were trying to find one that was perfect and right for them. They've looked at a few different things, they've watched some different videos, and they just wanted my opinion on what was out there, what I would recommend. They had a couple things that they was interested in. They wanted it to be lightweight. They said about $200 was their max that they wanted to spend. They wanted it to be American made, but it wasn't an absolute, like that wasn't a deal breaker. And they also said fun. So I'm assuming what they mean by fun is fidgety. Or I'm assuming, and you know who you are. You can, send me another email or respond in the comments. Hopefully that's exactly what you meant by fun is fidgety. So what I did was I decided to make a video because I got some really good options and I wanted to put them here, and I'm going to run through them really quick, just show you some really good lightweight fidgety EDC options that are around $200 or under. One of them I think is right there pushing it, maybe a couple bucks over. These are going to be fun. They're going to be fidgety. Most of them are American made, but some of them aren't. But they're all great options. I'm even going to show you two options that I didn't include, and I'm going to tell you why I did not include them, because both of them could be included in this list. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with a knife that probably universally is the best knife on this list. Now, not for me. This isn't my favorite knife on the list, but universally across the board, if you ask most people, this is probably going to be the best knife on the list. And that is the Demko Shark Cub. This thing is fantastic. You want to talk about a great knife. And I'll even tell you, when I got this, I was actually trying to buy the Demko Shark, the 20.5, and I actually got the wrong knife. I got this, and I got such a good deal on it, I didn't even send it back. Because I knew a lot of people had been talking about this knife. They had been asking about it, wanting to see it. And I liked it so much, I was like, heck, for that deal, I'll just keep it and get another 20.5. And I still haven't got one, but I want to. I even saw Metal Complex. He talked about this, and he went on about how this is one of the best EDC knives made that's like it is. Fidgety, lightweight, different things like that. Just as a great EDC knife. I've used several people, including Metal Complex, calling it an evergreen knife. Now, if you haven't heard the term evergreen for knives, there are a lot of knives that they use that term for. Basically, evergreen means it's a knife that no matter who you are, you're probably going to like it. No matter what your preferences are, you're probably going to like it. Whether it be today or 5 years from now, this will still be a great knife. It's evergreen. It will always stay consistent. It will always be a good knife. This is an evergreen knife. There's other knives out there that fit that mold. This is one of them. And sorry, my son's phone is over here and it is dinging like crazy. I apologize about that. But this is a great knife overall. Now, this has what you call the shark's foot. It's kind of like sheep's foot, but they call it the shark's foot. They do have other variations of this. You can get them for $140, $160. You can get them on sale and stuff. 20 CV blade, fantastic knife. Has the Demko Shark Lock, which is fidgety, reliable, and fun. Aluminum handles, very thin, low profile knife, very lightweight. Again, most of them are in the drop points and stuff. This is the Shark's Foot blade. Shark's Foot. Now this one is running right around $200, but they do have the cheaper variations, or I shouldn't say cheaper, I should say more affordable. But it's great. Deep carry pocket clip. It's got a lot of things going on. Now, again, this one around $200, but you can get them far more affordable. It has a 6.87 inch overall length. It has a 2.75 inch blade, and it weighs 2.5 ounces. Now it's on bearings, which gives it that fantastic. I just got myself pretty daggone good. Oh yeah, I got myself really good right there. That's gonna bleed. I do it every video though. It is what it is. It's very fun. It's very fidgety. And it's made in Taiwan. So this isn't an American-made knife, but it is a really good knife. And because of how good it is, I just decided to go ahead and start off with this because this would be the answer to a lot of people's questions. All right, number 2. Daggone, that got me really good. Number 2, very well possibly could be my favorite knife on this list, personally, my personal preferences. And that is the Manix 2 lightweight. Now you can also go with the Manix 2 and not do the lightweight, but the lightweight is a lightweight EDC option. Now this is the one that's in 15V, but you don't have to get the 15V variation. You can get other ones. The 15V variation, because they're not making this steel anymore, is probably going to go up in price unless the law of economics and supply and demand and all that other stuff is out the window. These are probably going to get more expensive and hard to get over time. But for now, it doesn't even matter for now. You can get this in several different blade steels. You can get them for around that 140, 150, 160 price, 180 up to 200, depending on what blade steel you get. Lightweight. Now this actuates kind of like on your part, not the lock, the internal lock, but you actuate it kind of like a crossbar lock. Now you have to engage it like you would a crossbar lock, but this isn't a crossbar lock. It is a detent ball, a bearing ball in there that actually locks in place. It falls into a little spot and it holds the blade in place. You pull it back and it releases that ball so the blade can close. So it is a ball lock, a ball bearing lock, or a ball detent ball lock. However you want to say it, I don't really know. But there's a couple good things about this knife. The ergonomics are off the charts. The ergonomics, it's typical Spyderco. Spyderco has amazing ergonomics, and the Manix 2 has some of the best ergonomics there are, especially for EDC knives. The finger twirls and the finger grooves are exactly where they need to be. It has a great drop point blade with this really nice Spidey hole there for Spidey flicking and everything else. The polymer handles and scales are really super nice and textured, great grip. Now you can get these in other colors and stuff. This is the tan or brownish color for the 15V, but they do have other variations and colors as well. It does have a reversible pocket clip for left and right hand. It's not a 4 position, it's only left or right hand, so it is ambidextrous, tip up only. Now it has an 8-inch overall length. It has a 3.37-inch blade. It weighs 3 ounces, and regardless of what blade steel you use or what blade or what handle color you get, it's going to weigh exactly 3 ounces on the money. They're really good about that. It is a USA made knife, made here in America, so that's really good. And all in all, it's just a great daggone knife. It is one of the best. I love the Manix 2. I think it's one of the best EDC knives made when you're talking about premium value over $100. I think it is one of the top EDC knives made, hands down, in my opinion. And when you're talking about the lightweight for that added lightweight feature and characteristic, it makes it even better for most people. So this is a really good knife. Yeah, not necessarily 15V for some people because they're going to be hard to get, but don't worry, you can get this. And one last time, just to make sure everybody knows, the Manix 2 that's not in lightweight is a fantastic option as well, but we're going for the lighter weight options here. All right, so the next knife that I'm going to talk about is an amazing knife, and that is the Kershaw Bel Air. This thing is absolutely, I mean, this is a home run. They come out of the gate swinging with this thing. It's a really good daggone knife. Kershaw, man, they just done a really good job with this. I'm so tickled with this knife. I love this knife. Go Big Blue. Of course, it is in blue. It's just great. This is a Blade HQ exclusive. Now it's extremely fidgety, it's lightweight, it's low profile, it's fun. The blade is super slicey. It's got this reverse tanto blade that's black stone washed, really nice thumb studs, a crossbar lock, great action. You know, just everything about this thing is a great EDC knife. Now, it does have a true deep carry pocket clip. I mean, this goes far beyond the end of the handle. So you're getting a true deep carry pocket clip, and it is reversible. Left hand or right hand, tip up. You have steel liners and aluminum handle scales. Just all around excellent knife. Now this is a Magna Cut blade, and it is extremely slicey. A very, very good knife. Now, again, another one that's on bearings. So you've got super fidgety, great action. 7.25 inches in overall length with a 3.125 inch blade. It weighs 2.93 ounces, so it's under that 3 ounce mark. Really lightweight. Look how thin that is. Extremely low profile. Thin blade, thin handle that's going to feel really good in your pocket. You're hardly going to feel it or know it's there, not counting the 3 ounces. Another knife that is USA made. This thing is fantastic. There's a lot going on, and Kershaw definitely did a great job. You don't have to get this blue Blade HQ exclusive. I just like it because of the blue. And I like the blade shape. I really like that blade shape. But man, this is just a really daggone nice knife. These are going for right at $160 on Blade HQ right now. Can you find Bel Airs more affordable? Probably on sales. By the way, I do have links in the description below. Nobody has to use those or anything, but if you want to, I would appreciate it. It would help the channel if you use those links. If you're looking to just shop for knives, look at knives, see what's out there, click on the links. And even Blade HQ, I have a Blade HQ link down there. So if you're wanting to go to Blade HQ and check out a knife or get a knife like this or a 15V or something, click on that link. It'll help the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Nobody has to, anything like that, but it definitely would help the channel. So yeah, great knife. Now the next knife is the knife that is a little over 200 bucks. The reason I wanted to show this though is because they do have these at $200. This is the Flytanium Arcade, and man, what a great daggone knife. This thing is fantastic. This is an all-around excellent knife. Now you can get these for 200 bucks. This one is 209. You can also get them for 220. I think they're like 219 or something like that. This is aluminum with carbon fiber inserts, so it's 209. Now, the great thing about this is it's customizable. You can change the inserts out. You can buy different inserts and change them out. You can order different. It's very customizable. Has a beautiful drop point, stone washed S35 VM blade with this beautiful swedge right here. The jimping on this blade is insane. Look how good that jimping is. Excellent dual thumb studs, and look at the lock right there. You've got that shark lock, that shark style lock. Excellent knife, great action, fidgety, fun. Now, there's a couple things about this knife that makes it to where it almost did not qualify. It is over 200 bucks. It's not American made. This is made in Taiwan. It is a little over 3 ounces. This is 3.4 ounces. So there's a few things about this knife that really should have excluded this knife. But I'm going to tell you why I included it. Number one, you do have the option of getting the Shark Lite, which is $100. Same exact knife as far as the profile, the lock, everything else. You're just looking at a different blade material and handle material. But outside of that, and that is a big deal, but outside of that, it's the knife. It's the blade shape, the jimping, the ergos, the thumb stud, the lock, everything. So there are options of getting this knife for a cheaper price. But the premium one at $209 is a fantastic knife. The action is so good. It's so fun. The blade is so great. I mean, Flytanium did a great job with these arcades. Anybody that has them, for the most part, not everybody, but most people that have an arcade loves them. They're such good EDC knives. It is a deep carry pocket clip, but it's not reversible. It's right hand only, tip up, but a very, very good knife. Now, this is 7.7 inches in overall length with a 3.2 inch blade, S35VN, 3.4 ounces, made in Taiwan, and it is on bearings. There are so many things about this knife that are so good that I had to overlook the price, the weight, and not being American made, and still put it in this list. That's how good this daggone knife is. So yes, I did want to include it because I think it is a fun, fidgety knife, and you can get past that 0.4 ounces of extra weight because of how good this daggone knife is. So yeah, I like that knife a lot. All right, the next knife I want to show you is a knife that's got a little bit of controversy behind it. I don't think it's deserved. I mean, some people do, some people don't. It is what it is, and that is the Bugout, the Benchmade Bugout. Benchmade has been on the forefront. They're pioneers in so many things when it comes to knife making. The crossbar lock, they bought the patent in '88. I think they released the first knife with the crossbar lock in '89. Since then, their crossbar locks are everywhere. Lightweight, is Bugout the reason for lightweight knives? Nope. But they are right there, kind of at the forefront, the leaders of the charge towards lightweight knives. It's still a sturdy knife. It feels good in the hand. It's solid. It just is light. If you don't like lightweight, low profile knives, you will not like the Bugout, period. But if you are liking and into lightweight knives, low profile, you're going to love the Bugout. And a lot of people swear by this knife. Jimmy Crow, people from Blade HQ that I've watched. There's a lot of people out there that love the Bugout 535. It's absolutely one of their favorites. You can put different scales on it. You can do different things like that. Has beautiful drop point blade, kind of like that arcade a lot. It looks very similar to that arcade. Now, it doesn't have the jimping, but does have that drop point stonewash blade with that beautiful swedge. This is S30V, not S35VN. S30V. Great edge retention, corrosion resistance. It does have a reversible pocket clip that is deep carry, so it's ambidextrous, left hand, right hand, tip up only. A great crossbar lock, excellent action, fun, fidgety. There are so many things. Now here's the thing. Some people think that there's a butterfly tax, and there probably is. It is what it is. You pay for what you get. You pay a little more, you get a little more. You pay a little less, you get a little less. And Benchmade, they kind of deserve charging a little bit for their name because of how good they are. Is that right? Is it wrong? That's a conversation for a different video. Whether it's right or wrong, or whether this is priced too high, I'm not getting into that right now. This one right here goes for about $180. You can get these for a little bit less. You can also get them for up to $250, $300, depending on what version and variation you get with blade steels and handle materials. But ultimately, it's a really good knife. Regardless if it's a little overpriced or whatever, it's a good knife for EDC, lightweight EDC. It's not for everybody. It's not one of my favorite knives. I'm not big into the lightweight knives. But when I feel this, I'm not turned off by the knife. It's just, it doesn't appeal to me very much. But it's still a great knife that you know, I like. I'm glad I have it. $180 S30V. It's American made. It's an awesome knife. 7.46 inches in overall length with a 3.24 inch blade. This has 58 to 60 on the Rockwell chart, and the reason they do that, S30V could be definitely higher, but because it is a thin blade, low profile, that's a very slicey thin knife. If they did not lower that hardness a little bit, this would be so thin that it would probably snap, break, crack, chip, whatever. So they lower that hardness a little bit to make it more durable because of how thin they want it to be. so that it can still be super thin and slicey, but be a little bit more durable than it would be otherwise. So it is a 58 to 60 on the Rockwell chart to give it that added toughness, but you're still getting the, great edge retention, corrosion resistance, all that other stuff. It weighs 1.85 ounces. That is the lightest knife out of the ones that I've showed so far, by far, 1.85 ounces. Very, very lightweight knife. Now, I showed the avian knives Topaza in videos about a month or two ago. That knife was like 1.65 ounces. That was extremely light. So even lighter than this, but it's hard to beat 1.85 ounces. And it's just a great knife. For EDC, hard use, go with something else. But just general EDC, this would be great for a lot of people. All right, the last knife I'm going to show you is a recommendation, is one I saved for last on purpose. Now, when I showed you the Spyderco Manix 2, I said this could be possibly my favorite one on the list. The reason I didn't say it definitely was is because of this knife right here. I am in love with this knife. This is the Buck Range Pro. This knife is so daggone good, I am having a hard time explaining it. I said this before when I went to Blade Show. I regretted not getting that Chavez. And I had also seen this, the Chavez crossbar lock. And that was my biggest regret. But knowing what I know now, this is the knife that I should have gotten at Blade Show, because it's that daggone good. And I love it so much. I'm so glad that I got it. In fact, I had the drawing earlier tonight for the premium members Knife of the Month giveaway. Now, if you guys don't know about this, we have a Knife of the Month giveaway for every week, including tomorrow. We're going to go live for the entire community and we have free giveaways. But once a month, we have a premium members Knife of the Month giveaway. There's 3 tiers to premium members, 1, 2, and 3. I don't keep any of the money from the premium members. All of it goes back into the knives. If you join at tier 1, we actually have a drawing where we draw a name out of a hat and the winner wins a knife. If you're tier 1 for $2 a month, you get 1 name in the drawing. If you join at tier 2 for $3 a month, you get 3 names in the drawing. If you join at tier 3, you get 5 names in the drawing every single month for a knife that's guaranteed to be at least $100, but probably going to be well over. Now, this month, it wasn't well over, because this month I gave away a Range Pro. That's how much I love this knife. I wanted other people to enjoy it and experience it, and Mick Ranger won that knife. Congratulations, Mick. I can't wait for you to get yours, and tell me what you think about it, because it's a fantastic knife. I love this. Buck really came charging into the I know they got a lot of modern knives, but this is, I'm telling you, this one's so good. You got to try it out. So far, everybody that I've heard that's tried it has absolutely loved it. I haven't really heard too many bad things about it. They have the Mini Range Pro and the Range Pro. They also have the Range Elite and the Mini Range Elite. The Range Elite is aluminum handles and magnet cut. This is GFN. It's textured, feels good in the hand, so it's grippy, good texture and everything, and 154 cm blade. That's a great blade steel. I got it on a lot of premium knives like Protex and stuff. It's not magnet cut, but it's still a really good blade steel. So there's a lot going on here with this knife. It's fantastic. It has a reversible pocket clip. Deep carry, super lightweight. The weight on this is 2.55 ounces. It's lighter than some of these other knives that I've showed you already. It has a 7.88 inch overall length. It has a 3.38 inch blade. It's made in America, 154 cm. This thing is fantastic. The ergonomics are excellent. The jimping is excellent. Dual thumb studs. This has amazing ergos. This has great action and it's slim. This is lightweight. Each one of these have something that's just stand out about it. This takes all of those and wraps it into one and gives you one package. And the best thing about it is it's coming in at $125. They could have charged so much more for this, but they kept the price low. You're getting an American-made, amazing knife for $125 with excellent action, great thumb studs, reversible pocket clip, 154 cm blade. This is a fantastic EDC knife. I think this is such a good knife. I can't recommend it enough. It might not be the right knife for this person that emailed. Maybe that knife is the Demko, or maybe it's the Manix 2, or the, I don't know. That we each have to make our own choices, but I think this is a fantastic knife. One last thing that I want to show you really quick is two knives that could have been on the list, but they aren't, and I'm going to show you why. One is the Deka. Now, the Deka is a great knife. It's a Hogue brand knife, and Hogue American-made, just like some of these others. Fantastic. This comes in at $140. It has a clip point MagnaCut blade, stonewash MagnaCut blade. It's very sharp right out of the box. It's beautiful. The ergos are great. It looks great. A lot going on. It has great action with this crossbar lock. I mean, then Chris, why didn't you put it in the list? One reason. Because these handles right here feel like cheap plastic toy handles. They just do. I love the knife. I love the look. I love the ergos. I love Hogue. I love American made. I love the price at $140. But when I feel these lightweight scales, I don't feel like I'm holding a toy. These are lightweight. They're thin and low profile, but and anybody that has the Deka knows what I'm talking about. And I've heard many people say the same thing. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I feel the same way about mine. They feel like toys. This feels cheap, and it was very, it is what it is. But a lot of people love this knife. The knife is great. It just ain't my personal preference. So I don't want people to be turned off by the knife. It's just not my preference. It has a 7.5 inch overall length, a 3.25 inch blade. It weighs 2.1 ounces, American made, and $140. If this had been the G10 version or something, this would be one of the best knives I have. But because of those scales, I just can't put it on my list. And the last knife is this right here. This is one of the sleepers in the list. This is the Acta Verba A100. This is everything that all these other knives are, all wrapped into one. It's made in the Czech Republic, not America. It is a crossbar lock. It has excellent action. It is lightweight. It's on washers instead of bearings, so it's going to give you some durability, especially if you're doing hard tasks or dirty tasks or anything like that. It has a pocket or a thumb stud that you can reverse. It only has one thumb stud, but you can switch that around. It has excellent action on this. Has wire pocket clip. I love wire pocket clips. I've said that many times before. It is reversible, so left hand or right hand tip up only. The reason that I did not recommend this is because the one that I have is in Schleppner steel. That's a great tool steel. It's a great knife, but not at the price that I paid, which was like $165. Man, my hand is bleeding. $165. That's just too much for Schleppner steel. I should not have gotten this knife. I didn't realize what I was getting. Now, they have this knife in LMAX and MagnaCut. LMAX is around $140. MagnaCut is around $165. Either one of those two blade steels, and if you get this knife, it's one of the best knives out of all these that I just showed. That's how good this knife is. It does have polymer scales and handles, those plastic, but they don't feel cheap. They don't feel, it is lightweight, but it don't feel bad. 8.25 inches in overall length with a 3.5 inch blade. It is on washers, 2.6 ounces. 2.6 ounces. Lightweight, fun, fidgety. You just can't get it in the Schleppner steel. You pay too much, and not when there's MagnaCut and LMAX out there. But if you can get this knife in LMAX, look at that blade, long, pointy, a lot of cutting edges, very sharp, a good piercing tip for stabbing, poking, prodding, skinning, processing animals, anything you're looking to do. This is going to be a great knife to do that. It just has a few drawbacks: the one-sided thumb stud, the blade steel. You know, there's just a couple things that hold it back, but it very well could be, with one or two small little alterations, it could be one of the best knives out of this list. All right, the last thing I want to tell you guys is this. I'm going to try to recommend a channel in every one of these videos. And the channel that I want to tell you guys about tonight is Ken Faulkner. Ken Faulkner, I've mentioned him before. I mentioned him yesterday in that video. Ken is one of the best channels for knives that you can watch. He doesn't care about numbers. He doesn't care about clout. He's not chasing the community. He's just making videos about knives that he loves, and he's giving his wisdom and his knowledge. I've learned so much from Ken. Ken and Vicky made the Blade Show in Atlanta what it was for me. If it wasn't for them, I would have been bored, lonely, isolated, and they made it a fantastic trip. I hung out with them a lot. They were great. Salt of the earth people. And I'm going to tell you right now, Ken has a great channel, and he is very knowledgeable and informative. Plus, he has an amazing knife collection. But if you want to watch somebody who's not worried about saying what he needs to say to get the numbers, or doing dancing or whatever, or, you know, putting on special types of videos just to get more subscribers, you just want really good, solid knife content, Ken Faulkner is a great channel. I'm going to link him in the description below. Please, if you're not already, click on it and go subscribe to his channel. Help him out. Let's get him over 1,000. He's very close. Let's get him there. He deserves to be there. He is an amazing, amazing human being, an amazing knife member of the community, and just an amazing knife collector. So I appreciate you, Ken. And yeah, you're doing awesome. I thank you for everything that you've taught me so far. I just continue to learn from you, and I watch your stuff all the time, even when I don't comment because I'm super busy. I still have it on in the background a lot, and I'm watching your stuff all the time. So I do learn from you a lot. So thank you. All right, guys, I'm Chris, the Professional Dad. I wish all of you sharp knives and happy lives. Congrats, Mick Ranger, on your knife. I can't wait for you to get your Buck Range Pro. And let me know what you think. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sharp knives, happy lives. Take care, guys.